Hello, hello. Let's see. I'm just gonna set up some stuff. Where is that? I just set up some. What's it called? What's the program called? OBS, I think. Yeah, OBS. The streaming thing, so it automatically switches scenes when I'm tabbing, so I don't have to like manually do that. Let's see, I'm just gonna set up the live thing. Yeah, I'd tried to do it yesterday. I installed like a plugin and stuff, but it turns out that there's, I don't know if it's like built in, but I found another one that worked way better and was way easier to set up as well. All right. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I'm still on like working on the homepage, trying to get it into shape for well, allowing public access, I guess. And let's see where we are. So right now I'm trying to add more features to the project pages. And let's see, where's my... Okay, hang on. Yeah, I also have a codex thing going on. Let me just set up something so I can share that. Let's see, I need to add another scene. And I need to add this guy, copy, paste this one. There we go. Okay, so that is the thing. Now I just need to set this up in the automatic switch thing. So there we go, that one. Alright, I think that's enough. If I switch now and back to the other one. Awesome. Cool. Alright, so yeah, so let's see here. This is a task I have here for I had this drag and drop feature that I saw was completely like lived inside one of the components, so now I asked it to, well, I asked it before to generalize the drag and drop functionality, put it in like a library instead, so to clean up a little bit. And that was really easy. I mean, I just asked it to do that and it worked. I can show you like, let's see, this one I think. Oh, when I switched now it actually disappeared. Yeah, I mean it's this one, so it kind of goes on the name of the title, which is not great. I wish it could go on something else. Yeah, this. All right, let's just do this, I guess. Whoops. Hang on, I'm gonna disable the automatic, that it goes like back to a default one or something. Don't switch, please. All right, there we go. So anyway, now if I switch back, no, you are this. Okay, now it just doesn't work apparently. Okay, whatever. I have to like manually do it. Okay, well anyway, at least I made it more easy now because I can just press the switch, like the scene that I want to show, instead of having to like hide and show individual sources. But anyway, this is like the drag and drop. So I basically just said generalize the drag and drop functionality of widgets into a drag and drop library. So the drag and drop functionality was only in the widgets before, and then I just said this to make it be extracted from there and put it into this client library thing. And I just put 428 lines of code in here. I haven't looked at it because, yeah, I don't care, as long as it works. And it's removed from the actual like page component thing. So so there's a lot of code from here, like 284 lines removed, added 56 for the adaptation. So as you can see here, there was a lot of, stuff that was for just the drag functionality, and now instead we have it in a library instead. Now I'm not sure if I'm gonna reuse it, but it's nice that it's not in here in the actual like page itself. It's nice to like grab those things and move them out. So then I was like, okay, well, could you go and investigate other things that could be generalized in the same way? So basically, I was like just throwing some kind of net out to see if the AI could figure something out here, and this is the first time I'm actually seeing this result here. So let's go ahead and look at this. So number one, the project admin page defines 3 separate ID helpers, right, that duplicate the same okay, this is really good. I mean, this is incredibly nice. I mean, all of this is like, this comes from like AI generated stuff, but you could use this on an actual project, or this is an actual project, but I mean an actual like project that has not been made by AI from the start, and use this kind of thing as well. But yeah, it finds these things that, we got duplicate behavior, so let's just make it generalized. So really nice. And just go ahead and press start on that. Okay, what's the next one? The logic that maps admin milestone payloads into project milestone objects is hand copied across the project overview, task detail, and milestone detail pages. Any change to sorting or property normalization must repeat in these 3 places, raising the risk of inconsistent behavior. Another very good catch. I mean, it's kind of catching itself. It's kind of reviewing its own code, and then you see this is duplicated. So why do we have it like that? Let's fix that. And you can get some quotes here. I think, yeah, we've got. I guess this is like 3 places where we have the exact same function. That's great. All right, so since this doesn't have really anything to do with this, I'm pretty sure we can go ahead and start this task in parallel. Then we have milestone pages. Each maintain their own status labels. Look up for upcoming, in progress, and done. Leading to duplicated label text and formulas. Yeah. So this is because we have like two, like almost all pages have like two versions. We have the admin version where you can like edit stuff, and then we have also the actual like page for like public page for a thing, for example milestones, and that is like has its own version and stuff. So but I really wanna like maybe, you know, not have so much stuff like in the admin page, more like being able to edit things inline instead, and using the, you know, the search functionality that should be maybe in place for that and stuff to find things. And then we have an admin interface where it's more like for approving, moderating like comments and suggestions and stuff. So but yeah, this is really nice. But I think I want to then wait until this is done, because this is also in like milestones. So I don't want to. I want to have this based on this, so that we don't get some weird conflicts. But yeah, those two are going on. And in the meantime, let's switch over here and we will check out some bugs. So we have a bug that I've been trying to fix for a long time now, which is here. So we have like I'm trying to add these widgets to the, so how this works is we have a project. So this is project page. Each project has a bunch of information. So yeah, welcome Abbreviated. How's it going? Yes, I'm doing web page dev today. So each project has like its own title and description, like subtitle or whatever, some image. It also has like an own like color theme and stuff. So it's gonna feel almost. I want it to feel almost like, you know, its own web page almost. And so one feature that I added was widgets, that you can have widgets that you can sort of drag around. Well, you can drag it around like this, so you can sort of choose the order here. Oh, I have two carousels at the bottom. I didn't know that. Yeah, and you can sort of change things around, add like other things, like how you want the project page to be, basically. And so if then the public view of this, like the sort of, yeah, not editable view of this will look a little bit different, but they will have like the same widgets here. So we will have like well, you have like milestones, tasks maybe, that you can see like depending on how you want to do. Yes, dynamically customizable project web pages. Yes. And what I want to add is, like before I only have this very simple widgets, which is basically this widget exists or it doesn't exist. That's the base, the how much you could like configure. But now I want to have these sort of more general widgets that you can configure, and you can add maybe like a carousel which shows different, I don't know, different characters, for example. So it shows like one character, it slides over to another character, you know, something like that. A widget that like that rotates, and then other widgets that you can sort of build up. It's like a CMS for a content management system for the project page, so that each project page has like a different look and feel, basically. And I'm probably gonna add like custom styling as well. Like right now we have like custom themes, so you can change like the color theme, but yeah, so you can. Why is this like not? Oh, I see. I need to do this. So I guess all of these are. No, wait, this is like if you create a new one. Yeah, here we have this one, for example, here. And then we have like, wait, where's the color. Oh, here we go. So you can do this, and then you can you can change things a little bit if you want. That's like the basic. Then this is like all AI generated. Like it determined what kind of colors we're gonna have, and it determined like, oh, you need 3 colors here. Okay. But yeah, so one issue now is that if you go to the project page, you can see these carousels. They say there's no slides configured yet, but if you go to the config, you can see that there's one slide which says new spotlight, and I can add another slide. I thought I had 2 slides actually here. Slide 2, description, and you can enable like auto rotate. Save that, yes. Nothing happens. I can open this, and it has 2 slides. Well, at least the like kind of optimistic update has 2 slides. I'm kind of worried now because if I F5, it probably won't have 2 slides. Oh, it will. Okay, so it does save it. It does persist, apparently, but you know, nothing is shown here. So there's something going on here. So I tried to use AI to solve this problem again and again, and it couldn't, you know, it couldn't like handle it. At least I know now that you can have multiple. AI managed to make it so you can have multiple widgets of the same type. So when I add a widget, I can add a carousel. Like for example, if I add another one like this one, it will disappear from here. Like a highlight clip is no longer in here. Yeah, but the carousel you can add how many you want. So you can add another one. Maybe I want to be able to change the title actually. Yeah, that would make sense. But anyway, I tried to make it so that it actually renders something here, but it just doesn't. So that's what I'm gonna try and fix here. But so I am resorting to fix this manually now. I've done a lot of things through the AI, but this it doesn't seem to be able to handle. So this is where is this? This is like in the project page. Yeah, I have to I have to manually code. Oh man. And that it's a kind of interesting also because basically everything has been generated by the AI. So I mean I am kind of familiar with the code since I've skimmed through it, but it's kind of interesting to go through because everything is like it's like an AI has built the structure itself. I'm kind of annoyed here actually that we have like tabs instead of spaces, but whatever. You kind of have to live with things like that. Well, there's actually a trick you can do, like because at first the AI actually had like it generated code that kind of looked like this. Like sometimes you had indentation like this, sometimes you had like double indentation. But what you can do is you can go to agents. You can create a file called agents.md. I asked the actual AI to generate this file for me as well, and then I added some instructions here. So you can this is basically a file that the AI will look at and follow. For example, one of the major things was that Svelte syntax has changed recently, or I guess in the last major version it looked different. So I'm constantly trying to tell it like, don't use the old syntax, use the new syntax with runes or whatever. And after I've added this, it mostly does this, but sometimes it doesn't follow these instructions. So I have to, you know, manually tell it to like format the code or whatever. Alright, so let's see. We are going to... So we have something called Caruso maybe somewhere. Nope. I guess it's a widget. It is some sort of widget. Okay, let's go to the rendering part. There's a lot of things there. How long is this file? 4,000 lines. That's also something you're gonna see constantly in AI, and that's why I'm trying to like generalize things as well. There's like these it generates huge files, and I figured also, like, I'm not sure if that is good or bad, like, because it's AI that's generating it, so presumably the AI prefers this code, but again, but also I know that like the larger the file, the more I guess context it needs to have in order to fix things, but I don't know what's the best here. So let's see. So we have here's like the widget, I think the widget list. Well, here's no, that's suggestion form. Also it puts everything here could be put in like a sub component. I think that's probably way better to have it in a subcomponent. Like every one of these should be its own component. I find AI output code frustrating to edit. Yeah, even the most basic patterns are duplicated. Yeah, there's a lot of spewing out code that looks the same. Like, yeah, it really loves to map data. Also, I have like it just spits out huge swaths of mapping functions. Hello, Fern of Sigma. How's it going? Welcome. How far is your vibe? Well, if you're asking how far along the site, the website is, then I would say it's like it's. I think I would say like it's mostly in place. I just need to iron out some issues, which is like the last, I don't know, 20-30%. It's like AI can get you a long way ahead, but then you have to sort of also fix a bunch of issues if it has and then you can either use AI to do it, but now I've reached an issue where the AI has a bunch of problems actually figuring out what to do, because I've tried again and again to make it fix this issue that we have, but it's just not able to. So how can I go to, like, if I can, so if I'm here now I have this. Okay, I guess I can do that. To go to the like the top of the tag, because it's so large. Highlight clip. That's a drag preview. Laundry overlay. Like, where's the carousel? Oh wait, did I not update here? That might have been the reason here. Wait, I'm pretty sure Git pull actually gets the latest things. All right. It's well, it's AI code for no Sigma, so get used to it. And also, this file is like, well, this file. Oh, okay. Now it's 5,300 files. I just got like 1300. Well, I guess it makes sense because it added a new Sigma, or I mean a new. Sorry, I got your name mixed in here. A new widget type. Okay, here we go. Now we got a whole bunch of Caruso stuff. Abbreviate. I'm gonna code a bit while having coffee, and then I'm gonna return. All right, have a good one. I can see why websites lag on my old phone now. Yeah. Well, as I said, I don't think most websites use AI, to be honest, right now. But I think we're going there because, yeah, I've seen companies start to use it now, and you know, it is sort of feasible. I'm not sure about like only running AI. That I'm very skeptic about, and you're not gonna be able to do that actually, because AI is not gonna fix all the issues. So that's just how it is right now. I mean, it might be in the future, but AI could help with some stuff. But any company, I guess, that cares about code quality in their sort of product projects will not rely on AI to like 100%. It will be maybe some code will be generated by AI, but then you would have like code reviews and code quality to make sure it's up to shape. But for this project, it's just, you know, I'm just trying to be as productive as possible to get something out and fixing. And then if there's any issues that the AI can't fix, I have to fix it myself. So. Anytime search on the web, 60% or more results are only AI. Oh yeah, well, okay. You have these AI okay, you have it's different if you have the code generated by AI. I think you mean that the content is generated by AI. Like, no, the articles and text, the content is AI generated. But I mean, that's different from code being generated by AI. But yeah, I see what you mean. Like in this case, it's the code, not the content. It's like the other way around. Okay, well, to be honest, I haven't actually looked at the code of those websites. I usually don't look at those things, but yeah, okay. So you're saying that there are a lot of websites that you've seen use AI to generate code. Some site builders now. Okay, well, yeah. Well, okay, but then the code should be kind of bad from the start if they're using like a website, like a builder, I guess. It's not really human reading code from the start in that case. Anyway, okay, let's see if I can make this work. In on logo here. That's the part AI would fix given context. Well, I'm not gonna say that AI produces super good code. It produces like code that's okay. I wouldn't say it's like super bad either. Like it's not like, you know, you can go in and read. I mean, it is based on. I mean, I would assume it's based on like already existing code. I think they're trying to like up the quality as much as possible, and I'm actually impressed because I'm actually impressed that it works at all, because like some time ago, like I don't know, a year ago, I don't know when I tested it last, but it had like huge problems actually getting the logic that I wanted, like actually getting something working. But the thing that this project that I made now, I'm actually super impressed with how far we've come in actually making this website actually work as I want it to work. And if it doesn't work as you want it to work, then you can also just tell the AI, well, can you fix this, can you adjust this to work like this instead, and it would actually most of the time actually do it. But then there's some problems, the one that I'm trying to figure out now, where AI just can't it just can't understand what it's supposed to do. Wait, which no, 73. All right. It's okay with small chunks of code. Yeah, they can support intruders. Standard work. Question. Yeah, I mean, it actually works with large amounts of code as well. I think what it does is it's kind of trying to like analyze and like reduce information. I would assume, because it's also a lot about the context window. I think, like, how much can it keep in its like memory before it like breaks down, and it goes and analyzes what it should do, and then like compresses that information, and then uses that information to generate more. So actually, I think what it's doing is it's like, instead of trying to solve everything through just one like LLM query, it will like repeatedly use like tools and tricks to to get a better result basically in the end. So it does like a series of things to get where you want it to go, where you want it to be. But yeah, you get bugs like this. Like, I don't even know why this is happening, but I haven't looked into it that much. But there's some kind of timing based color going on here. I'm not sure what's happening. But let's see. Where do I want to go? So I want to go projects. Let's go here, for example. Whoops. Let's just get rid of everything that is not here that we need to worry about. There we go. I'm gonna add this guy. Whoops, why did we get 2? Okay, well, let's start with 1. I'm just gonna refresh to see if it actually... Why does it take so long? Okay, well, whatever. Also, there's like a flash of the... Okay, yeah. I have no idea why it does that, but so you get like these weird things happening. I'm not sure, but I'm not also this is like Svelte kit, and I'm not super well. I've done like a little bit of Next.js, but not that much of Svelte kit. So yeah, I think it's impressive. It's really impressive. That I was surprised. I didn't think that it would could do anything basically, but I'm super impressed in how much you actually can do, because you can like I would say like how would you say, quickly get up to a certain point, but then the last like 20%, 30% you have to sort of that's you have to do it yourself basically. Let's see, slide 2. Sure. All right. So now this is here. If I now refresh, this should still keep the same things. Yes. but you know, there's nothing in the content. So let's go to, I think if I have to start that. Oh, wait. Wait, oh, I see. I could just go there, I guess. Maybe. Hopefully. Why is it taking so long? Okay, well anyway, I'm pretty sure that the data is correct, but there is something going on. Hang on. Where's the project? Is it fetching like each component? It's definitely not SvelteKit. It doesn't do default route business on its own. I guess it's true front end. Well, yeah. What I mean is, like, I don't know. There might be some behavior that you can do with SvelteKit. I haven't looked at all of the configuration that the AI has produced, to be honest. But I guess it's true front end. AI plays a quite on this. Yeah. Hello, Cubes Animation. Cubes, how's it going? Welcome. The title got my attention. Ah, cool. Are you a developer? Or are you a viber? A vibe developer? Or both? You can be both. I'm trying to be both, actually. I think we have to keep with the times. To learn like new tools that come out that could put you out of business. And learn how it works. Right now I would say it's very educational, I would say. Okay, so where is the oh, okay, it's baked in. Okay, well, we were talking on DC. We were talking on DC. Is it Lamb or I am the vibe coder? I don't know what you're talking about, but are you a vibe? Are you? So you're saying you're a vibe coder, or? Sorry, I can't read that. Man, you know what? I'm gonna tell the AI to do something here. So let's go back to the AI here. All right, yeah, it managed to switch here. Okay, cool. So yeah, I had two tasks here. I'm just gonna merge these. Oh, the Factorio. Oh, I see. Oh, Discord. Okay, yeah, now I understand. Sorry, I didn't recognize your name because it's different there. But yeah, okay, cool. Yes, I sent you a couple of messages there. I haven't been on Discord for a bit, but well, yeah. I usually don't look at the code that much. I'm just merging it because it feels kind of counterproductive because you're trying to be as fast as possible, and if you're gonna like review every little line of code, that's not productive. I wouldn't say. It's more productive to just test that it works, and if it doesn't work, then you go in and see what's going on. Yeah, I basically just said that I've started to vibe code a website, and that's what I'm doing right now. See if there's any conflicts here. I don't think so. Can I pour some drink here? All right. How's it going with your game there? It looked pretty good for, I mean, it's impressive that it's all like vibe coded. Yeah, where's the merge? Oh man, there's merge conflicts. God damn it. Well, let's just take both here. Well, how do I... here we go. Alright. There we go. Let's merge. So there was merge conflicts, but yeah, just import, so no problem. Alright, cool. So now we have these merged here. I'm gonna wait with the last one. It's really probably not that... There's only 2 places. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna say in the project page, break every... This is gonna be huge, huge task, and it's gonna be super annoying to do it yourself. So it's really nice that I think the AI will actually do a great job at this. I'm gonna assume, because I've done this sort of thing before and it actually works really well. Break every widget. Break every widget out into its own component. Throughout the component, so it like understands it's supposed to be like its own file. And what I love is short tasks. Like it, there's not many characters in the actual task, because then it takes less time to type. It takes less time to think about. But they have like huge impact. So this is one of those. And you can go in here and you can see, okay, what is it doing? It's doing stuff. Looking at, yeah, it's looking at the instructions. Agents.md. Yeah, I did it in a few hours and say, yeah. That's what's really impressive about AI for vibe code. Like, if I think the problem is, like, if you're not a developer and you run into some bug or issue that you really want to fix, and AI just can't seem to understand what it's supposed to do. Oops, sorry. Then that could be really frustrating. But I would think. But I mean, I just know, because it's super frustrating if I can't fix it myself either. But if you're like a developer and you're using vibe coding as a tool to get you sort of 80-70% to where you want to go, now that is productive, and then you can fill in the rest. We can't sort of lean back 100% yet, but yeah, I think we're well, super a lot more productive, I would say, and that is really nice. All right. Well, this is gonna run Maybe I can, maybe, well, wait, this is already a thing. So why do we have all this crap? Oh, this is like the admin stuff. Oh, wait. I'm confused. But some of these are not broken out though. Yeah, this is like 5,300 lines of code. My goal is to bring it down to like, I don't know, 300 or something. Maybe that's too much to ask. But why? So we already have this one. Okay, so we have like these admin controls. Okay, so now I'm actually wondering. Okay, you can't see this. Sorry. Now I'm actually wondering what the task will do, because I basically told it to have these widgets in its own components, but it seems like we already have at least some. I don't think all of them are. It's just these ones. We have more than these. So yeah, maybe it will do that. I don't know. But definitely this admin stuff could be also broken out. Okay. So we can go to carousel widget, I guess, and see. Because my thought is that the problem that we have is that the carousel can be configured and the data is persisted, but it's not rendered. So either the data is not sufficiently supplied, there's some broken thing in one of the steps. Oh, it's already done. Interesting. Oops. Okay, so we only made like 2 things. Card, empty state, what? Updated project space to assemble widgets via dedicated components, including a reusable. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do, but I guess it's good. Look at how many lines of code that disappeared here from this one, which is great. Okay. Cool. I guess that's great. What you just said about your issue, how do you describe it? I'll take that and put it into code. Yeah, but I've tried it and it just doesn't seem to work. I mean, I've tried like a bunch of different things. I guess we could try it, but yeah, okay, let me do it. So my idea was that I would, well, you know what, let's just look at this a little bit. Just 2 seconds. Let's do this actually. Let's have AI. Let's have a competition. So AI will actually go ahead and try to fix this task, and I will also in the meantime try to fix it in the code, because I've already investigated a little bit, so I have a little bit of head start. But AI is faster at looking at files and stuff. But anyway, so in the carousel widget component, the config is not rendered properly. There might be a broken mapping or broken data link I don't know, somewhere that prevents it from being rendered. Yeah, so I will send this and let's start the clock. All right, so where is the data here? So we get the data from... Well, I'm gonna assume that the data might be correct already. So here's some slides. Okay. Timer. Yeah, slide count is like... Okay, yeah, that's 0. So let's then look at this widget config, right? So yeah, we're mapping, we're normalizing. So this is like, I think this is where the problem is, because we're not, I don't think we're using the correct function here. Probably because we have like a map widget somewhere. Map widget config. Yeah. So why aren't we using this one? We're getting project widget model in this. Yeah, I don't have LSP either, so it's not working properly here. Data, this is page. So this is also weird. This is not really, I don't have this type supplied here. So this is like project slug page server project get project by slug. Okay, is it done? Okay, I'll show you here. It's still working. It's still working. Project get. Man, are we not? Slugify timer. Oh, that's just a slug. Okay. Yeah. This is kind of bad. Also, this is like, okay. I won't go into this, but basically we're fetching all the projects first, and then we're finding it using a string comparison here. But anyway, it's just getting the project. So this guy is returning this, and what are we doing? We are actually including everything here. And then we're mapping. Okay, so here we're actually doing the mapping, right? And this returns project. That is like the, okay, what I would like to see is maybe then like if the things are included in here. I think it is, because we do have the widgets. So alright, yeah, this one is still going. It was, let me refresh to make sure it's actually, yeah. So yeah, this is where I would like to maybe get some logs in here, because I'm not sure if this actually, like, okay, let's do this. Let's go back here, get projects. This is, so what this is doing is, I think this is like using straight up MongoDB client here, and we're including this project with to-do relations, which is badly named, and this is like, you know, AI hasn't gone around to renaming this, but this basically includes every relationship here, and it says for widgets it just says true. So this doesn't include anything else. It's just so we should be able to get the config at this point, and I have also looked at the database to see that the config is actually populated correctly. So I'm kind of waiting for the AI to solve this, but as well. But so it should be there. So I am actually kind of befuddled as to why it's not shown. If it's if options include hidden and we're because we're not hidden. No, this is the project. So we do get a project. And we do get the widgets list. It's just that the config is not working properly. Okay. So actually, that's the project, yes. And then let's go back to the component. Where's here? And now, so this project should be like, it should already be like properly deserialized and everything. So what we're doing here, if this is not undefined, we look at that and we're slicing it for some reason here. We're doing stuff, we're sorting it. I don't think we really need to do all this because we already do it in the backend. And we're doing some sort of normalize widget. I'm not sure what's going on here. And then we return widget types map. And this one, sort order config, create. If it's undefined or null, we create a default config. Otherwise, we just don't do anything. So it should have they should have the same config. Wait, what's happening? What's happening here? It's always creating the default config. This is... Wait, what? No, okay. We have... If we have widgets, we return here. Right, okay. We're not doing anything with the config now. Okay. Let's go down to the what's happening here? Empty carousel config, clone carousel. Okay, what's happening here? Oh no, this is where you this is for saving. Yeah. Okay. It's still going here. That is surprising, actually. It usually takes like... well, the longest task that I've seen has taken like 15 minutes. $10 minutes. Okay, here we go. It's done. Let's see what it's doing here. Carousel widget. So it says that, oh, you might be undefined. Okay, then we have a default. So this is the usual result that I've seen. It's like you can't figure out what the issue is. So it's like, oh, maybe the issue is that you don't have a fallback. It's like, yeah, that's not the issue. That is not the issue. So yeah, it's done this a couple of times. Codecs can go for hours. Oh, I see. Well, as I said, the most I've seen is like 15 minutes, but and also I've seen it also cancel now, like cancel tasks, because it says, well, this is going on for too long, I have to cancel. I don't know if it's my sort of internal credits or something running out, I don't know. But okay. Wait. Props. Oh, I see. There we go. So this is not the issue, though. This is wrong and bad. If we don't have a config, we shouldn't. I mean, okay. Fallbacks is crux of AI is currently. It always tries to create fallbacks or just straight up mock functions if it's unable to do them, but there's also ways to go around it. Yeah, okay. I guess I could tell it in like the agents.md or something that don't create fallbacks. Don't give up and create fallbacks. What the hell is this running band? Okay, anyway, I think I'm just gonna archive this and I do want to start maybe another task. Actually, you know what? Let's look at this. Look at this. We have a class widget type, dragging admin. Then we have an admin section with drag handle button. Is this like this, you know, copied? Yeah. See, look at this. How many times this is copied here? So I think I want to send a task that will break this out. Generalize the admin controls in the project page. I think it's a good thing. That is a really nice task to do. All right. But in the meantime, I need to do some debugging here. I need to actually, yeah, that I think that will reduce this file like really a lot. But where's the carousel thing? So I'm gonna have to. What is this? Also, another thing, like when it produced this weird stuff as well. It's like, okay, maybe there's something weird with the carousel config itself. I don't know, or yeah, it just added more mappings and more weird stuff like this. Context and prompting is key. Take your time writing them. Ah. I actually found it be at least in this small project. It's not super large yet, but it is pretty good at doing what I want it to do. Sometimes it does miss, but I feel like sometimes I know what to type in order for it to know the context of what I'm trying to say. But sometimes I have to be more elaborate since I know that it's gonna be have trouble doing things. Oh man, what the hell? Normalize config. Okay. Normalize widget. Is this when saving or yeah? Okay, well that doesn't, yeah, that doesn't matter. That already works. Oh, hey. Man, I really hate that. Okay, what I need to do is I need to add a step where it checks type error. Like, there should be type, like Vite or whatever it's called. It should report type errors somewhere. Because what the length? No, length does exist on. It does exist on functions. Yeah, the problem is here. If you call derived if you pass a function into derived, it will literally make a function. The slides, this will become the function here. It's not going to evaluate the function and take the result. You have to do derive.by. But there was no complaints because I guess, well, I think length is like how many arguments does the function have, and it's always 0. Okay. Let's see if that fixed the issue. Oh my god, yes. Ta-da! Oh wow, you didn't see it maybe, but it had like an infinite slide going. It should slide every 5 seconds. Oh, you can see here another symptom of this. Whoa. Okay, there's something wrong with the timer here, I think. Does it change? It doesn't feel like 5 seconds. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting. If I have the mouse out here, it changes. If I have it here, it doesn't change. Yeah, okay. That's weird. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna explain a little bit. So basically, this is like we have configurable project pages. So this is one project called Kottefolket, which is the game that I'm building. So, and the idea is that I can configure like a CMS. So I can add widgets that has different things like highlight clip, next milestone, list of milestones, tasks, suggestions. You can like put suggestions to the project and stuff, different things here. And that will show up here as a you know, I can add like next milestone like this, so that will show up here as like a widget. So we have a bunch of widgets, and before okay, I think there's like a bug with this. If I add one, yeah, it always adds like another one. Okay, that's another bug. Anyway, before, basically the widgets were basically just if you have this widget or not. So you can't have multiple highlight clips, for example. It's just one highlight clip. You add a clip. That's basically the extent of this thing. But now I wanted to have more like dynamic widgets, a carousel, which will have like these slides that you slide through with pictures and text and stuff. Just to make the idea is that each project page would have its own structure and its own like look and feel, basically, is the idea. And yeah, and before you just added the widget once and it would show up and that's the widget. With carousels it's a bit different because you can add it like multiple times. You can have multiple carousels, I was thinking. That's one thing. Another thing is that you can configure them. So these one have like a pen here, and you can add slides here. You can have a slide with the title, description, and an image, and a link, perhaps, and multiple slides. You can also have them auto rotate. You can set the time. Yeah, actually I haven't tried the screenshot method. I've heard that it could work. What the hell? Yeah, this is a bug here. It's kind of hard. This is more like a video thing though, but I know how to fix this one, and this is probably easily fixable as well. I actually tend to sort of small bugs like this that I know that I can fix easily. If I'm in the correct sort of focus mode, I would rather do it myself and then have a background task that does more like more longer running things. Oh, this is done now. Well, that's not a lot of changes. I was expecting like huge amount of change. Okay, well, I guess it is a lot of changes, but I guess I mean, it's like 120 lines of code. I guess that's fine. So every carousel widget is unique, while every standard widget should only exist once. Yes. So basically there's two types of widgets in that sense. It's like widgets that are always the same, basically, but that you can change things about it. You can change like a link or an image or something. For example, so for example here, highlight clip, you can determine which clip is supposed to be here, basically. Milestone, this one is actually kind of static. It actually automatically finds the next milestone and it shows it, basically. But the carousel is supposed to be sort of, each carousel you can configure fully like this. So it will have, you can add another one that has different slides. So you can have one slide, for example, presenting maybe the characters of the game, another slide that shows, like, I don't know, key items or something, I don't know, but or spells, or I don't know, screenshots, something something like that. So have you tried, like, okay, a screenshot, like, let's say the AI made some styling and it's like slightly off, for example. Maybe I don't want this to be 2 rows or 2 columns. I mean 2 columns here. Here's one column, like miles, this is one, this is part of the same column, these two, and these two are another column. So how is it in your experience that put a screenshot here and tell it to don't have it 2 columns, have it 1 column? Will it actually be able to know? Do I have to tell it? I probably have to tell it what page it is, right? I mean, I can try it. So how? Oh, I have to. Can I do this? Yes. Okay. In the project page, make the widgets always 1 column. Okay, let's just see what it does. But yeah, let's say solve this issue here. So basically, everything that is derived, that is a function, has to be derived by. Oh, this could be also explain the bug with the timing problem. Yeah, everything here is like functions. Alright, cool. See if that fixes things. Alright, now this one is, well, it's not changing though. Oh, maybe it's like if you have the mouse outside, it will automatically change. But once you focus on it, because yeah, that's like maybe a common thing. Maybe. Wait, why does it say slide 2 description here? Oh, because did I accidentally do that, or is it something else? No, maybe I accidentally said 2 there. Okay. Sometimes you grow like what you call suspicious of these things. Like, did the AI mess this up? And I would also wanna do. I want it to be, you know, it should be like a transition animation, of course, as well. So probably I have to wait for this, I think. That's one, I guess, I think negative thing as well. It's like if you create, well, I guess I can create another task. I mean, it's kind of the problem in software development in general. If you start one, like if one task depends on another task, you sort of have to wait sometimes for that task to be done before you can start on the other one. Okay, but I think that that's all that. Now, what I want to do is I want to go to agents.md and add do we have, oops, do we have like check? Okay, it is using, okay, run build. I guess we add check as well. The problem here is with build. No, build, it's not build, that's the problem. Let's remove this. Yeah, let's do the, oops. Yeah, what I wanted to do is here, when using derived with a function as an argument, use derived by instead. Yeah, I have no idea how effective this will be. It also feels like there's too many instructions here, or it could get, you know, you're probably better if this is like the more concise this is, the better, I guess. I don't know. I've recently started to use this and it works somewhat. It still does. I mean, I'm telling it to use Prettier to format the code, but it doesn't always do that. And I'm not sure if it's using the tool or if it's just assuming the styling itself or something. I don't know. Because well, if you go to this one, for example, the indentation here is tabs. I'm not sure if that is, I don't think that's the standard output of Prettier. I'm pretty sure this is tabs. How do you check that? Yeah, it's definitely tabs. So, well, as long as it's not off, super off, it's fine. Okay, let's see what it does here. So I provided a screenshot and I told it to make it one column, and as expected, it's not that much big of a change. It's added this line here, columns min max 0 1, I think it's frame, or I don't know what this is called, and then it removed the specific, like min width. Yeah, fine. So Cubes, are you gonna continue working on the game, or do you have other projects going on? Okay. Also, I'm not sure what's going on here. Whatever. We'll fix it later. Okay. Let me start this task as well. There we go. Okay. So let's go back here. What I want to do is I want to do this. I want to open this, and I want to see, 5,145 lines of code. Great. Actually, you know what? I could probably tell it to specifically look at this file and tell it to generalize, like investigate things to generalize in this file, because I'm pretty sure, you know, if we go down, well, holy shit, there's a lot of code. If you go down to the rendering part, which is like 2,000 lines down, we have some things that are repeated a lot, which is the widget stuff here. So here, no, editor, what? Editor. Oh yeah, that's the pop-up thing. That could also be broken out. This whole editor, like widget editor thing, could be broken out. Yeah, actually, I told it to sort of look at this page and break it into smaller parts. Yes, I will do that. That is a perfect use of AI. This guy is looking at something or other. What was it? Centralized milestone status label map. Replace. This shouldn't be conflicting. So break the project details page into smaller parts. And I think, yeah, when I've used this kind of command before, it's actually done a pretty good job. Sometimes it produced a little bit too much breaking down, but as long as it breaks things down, like from 5,000 lines of code, I think it's should be good. Yes, okay. Okay, well, I didn't push the fix though, so what was this? Fixed carousel widgets delivery. All right. Yeah. See, I want to fix this also, like when you refresh. Okay, let me start the server here. Okay, yeah, you see that it shows this thing for some reason first, and I think it's because it thinks I'm a normal user first. So once it's determined that I'm an admin, it changes the view. Okay. Well, that is good question mark. Because it's like, if you're not logged in, no, it should be, we should know that we're logged in straight away. Why does it take so long to realize that we're an admin though? It doesn't really matter. If it's only for the admin, that's fine. And if you're not logged in, then you get the same view. Okay. Okay, nice. We have one thing ready here. Define centralized. Yes. Very nice. So we got something there. It is now a function we provide with. So why do we do this is the question. Well, okay, I'm not gonna nitpick. Sure, whatever. So yeah, sometimes I go through, like, especially if the PR is because it's interesting to see what it's actually doing as well. Especially if it's like a very low amount of lines. If it produces like a huge amount of lines of code, then I'm not gonna go through every line of code. I'm just gonna look at what files did it produce and confirm that it's kind of doing what I kind of told it to do. Yeah. So that was that. Hopefully that didn't abort this task, because I've been I had that before when I totally forgot about that. Like when I merge something, it's gonna say, oh, so you didn't want to so you didn't want to do this task, you did something else, you changed your mind. And like, no, I did not change my mind. I want you to still run this task, and then you have to tell it to run the task again. I'm not sure if that was like a, I don't know, AI hiccup or something, or if that's like built in part of this. Like if you push stuff while it's working, it's gonna automatically, because now I pushed this and it still didn't abort this. So maybe that was like the AI kind of looked at, okay, you pushed something, so did you really want to do this task? It was kind of weird. It was like, hey, you're disturbing me in my like, you're disturbing my work here with your push. So I'm just gonna abort this task and you have to tell me to start again. Interesting. Maybe they changed it. Maybe it was too much in the way or something. I don't know. But it does make sense in some way. I wish it would rather create its own branch and work, in parallel, and not abort if someone pushes something to the server by mistake, basically, instead of waiting. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Now it's one column. Okay, it totally changed this. That's weird. Alright, I didn't expect that, actually. It has been kind of good at doing these things, but now it like, maybe it's a bug, actually. It changed. Wait, how would that be? Why would that be like that. I don't think the structure changed. Well, maybe it has something to do with the CSS here, because yeah, I think the CSS basically, when you have this widget admin controls, I think the AI did not understand, probably then, that wait, that the styles actually did not come through. Yeah, the styles are not even in here. Okay, now, but this is also interesting, because I think this is one of the things that the AI will actually pick up on and fix during the generalization or the breaking down of the project details page. It will probably, well, it could. There's a chance, because I've seen this work like this before. Like, I tell it to do some refactoring somewhere, and it will actually find a bug and fix it, which is interesting. But okay, so that is the reason there. So we'll wait on AI to figure that out and see what we can do there. Let's try and add like images here. Okay, so we have, for example, we have like this one. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I mean, it works. Let's see if we get the action as well. I wish I could do relative URLs. I mean, it's easily fixed. I do also like that the AI actually figured out that, oh, we probably want to have the slug, the name here, not to be like an ID, but it's yeah, and then I can go there, but it's doesn't exist. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, it works, so we probably don't want to have this one though. So also, like minor sort of CSS changes like this, I would also say it's probably easier to do it yourself, because it's kind of hard to tell the AI exactly how you want it to look. I mean, you can do like basic things like tell it to change the border radius or make the image stretch to the edges. I don't know. But I'm like, if you want to make a bunch of tiny changes, because it takes it takes time for a task to spin up and do its thing and everything. So if you're working like me, like I'm doing here, that I don't have to create a PR for every little thing, I can just push changes in. to the main branch, then I feel like it's way faster to just do it yourself. I mean, some tasks AI can actually do pretty fast, and I've been surprised at how fast it's been. Like, especially tasks that I thought was, oh, this is gonna take a while, but then it's like, no, it actually completed it quite fast. But let's do that thing. So let's go to carousel. Where's that header thing here? So I don't want this at all. All right, cool. Let's change this to be a little bit more, I don't know really what to call this. Like, this could be like a project carousel. Side scroller to the action game. Almost looks like a game, like Steam page or something. All right. One second here. All right. What? It's still doing its thing. Yeah. So meanwhile, while it's working, you know, it can go and look for things that you can that it can change. One thing that I would like to have is like, well, I would like to add another preview mode that is basically what the user will see. That is, but right now, if you change this to this is what the user will see, which is basically, even if you log in, you're still gonna see this page here, and you know, you can't go anywhere basically, because I've not like opened it up basically to the public. So, but I would like to add another mode here that shows what the user would see if everything was public. That should be public, but it's not yet. So maybe like a user preview mode. The preview mode is user preview mode. This is preview mode user preview, where the user would see basically, you know, the latest version, I guess, or yeah. So for that, I would tell the AI to make that task. I'm just gonna wait for it to complete its current task, and then I'm gonna have to merge my current changes in before that. But yeah, so that, but because then if I go back to the project page, like here for example, you're gonna be seeing different thing. Like if you're a user, you're not gonna see create a new project here, because that's only for the admin. You're not gonna see this button, and you're just gonna see this part. And when you go in here, also it's gonna be looking a lot different. So And basically, maybe I don't want this weird border things. You know, maybe, you know, maybe in here I would have, because this is kind of the admin view of the project. Maybe well, I will add another view that is like the edit, such that we have with blogs, the blog post. Like this is the blog post. You can press this button to actually add like more. Or this is actually editing this post here, I guess. Oh yeah, wait. But if you go in here, this is the actual article or blog post, and then wait, there's no reply button here. Oh man, we don't have a reply thing. Okay, I have to fix that as well. Then I can go to my projects. Well, this is the, I have to go to my actual, wait, no, I changed the height of the thing. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, why did it do that? Wait, what happened? I think OBS is messing with the... I don't want... What is happening? Hang on. No. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I can go to my homepage project. This is in the actual site. Remove these. Let's remove this as well. And I can add a task that is gonna be, well, whatever. I mean, this is pretty much overkill at this point, because I can just tell the AI to do it and it's already done. But what? Okay, and I forgot what it was. Was it something with the? Oh yeah. So it was. You can't reply to comments. Oh, and there's no loading animation. Well, okay. Let's do. Add support for replying, or let's just do like comment replies. Implement support for being able to, no, just add a feature to be able to reply to comments. Usually, like, you can say it like this: as a user, I would like to be able to reply to comments. Okay. To do, this is an enhancement. Yes. So now we have this here. Okay. Well, how's it going? Okay, this guy is still churning away here with that, but I think I can start this in parallel actually. Maybe I can't actually. It's probably safest to wait until it's done. Okay, but I can continue here a little bit. Also, the formatting here is a bit off. Like, it's using markdown formatting, but it's like unordered lists are not properly shown here. neither is ordered lists. So I'm not sure, because I told AI to basically just make a markdown format. Make the blog, like if you edit the blog, you can see it's marked down here, and we have like unordered list, ordered list. Oh yeah, we should also have like checkbox list, checkbox, checkbox list. Yeah, okay. So I basically just told it to just make markdown formatting possible, and it produced something that sort of works. We get header 2, all the different headers, and the paragraphs, I guess. But we don't get these. Well, actually we do get these. Okay, maybe it is working, but it's not styled properly. Also, maybe the ordered lists are... Okay, this should though be like some sort of checkbox, I think. I don't know if it's like using a library. I haven't actually checked. Let's do that. Let's check that. So let's mark down. Render. Okay, we have a render markdown function. Oh, so it just made up something here. Great. I mean, it's not that big. I guess we could just. This is also something that's kind of nice with the AI. It's like, yeah, you have something that's usually I would take a library, just to, you know, I don't want to have to write everything myself. I just take a library to do this, because there exists like a bunch of libraries that already does this and does a good job at it. But the good thing about this is now you can tell AI to just create this, and it does it very fast. And then you can, if you need some sort of feature that it's missing, you can just tell it to, well, I want to add support to this now, so just add it in your little markdown library. And it wasn't really that, I mean, it wasn't really that much here. What is this though? Apply inline formatting. Okay. Oh, I see. Links. Yeah, so it produced some sort of you know, rudimentary markdown thing. So now you can tell it to sort of, I want to extend this now, add support for whatever, and it's just gonna add it for you. So that was also kind of nice about this. I guess it's kind of good and bad that you don't have to rely on other libraries as well. You can have a thing that is super focused on only your use case as well, so you don't have like, you know, you download I don't know, 100 kilobyte library and you only use like 1 kilobyte or something. Okay, well, so yeah, it actually does the list here. So list match, but there's nothing for the checkbox. In list true. Yeah, we could easily extend this. Close list. I guess maybe the lists are the same. We could reuse this. We could check here if content. Yeah, we could just add like a checkbox here. Maybe, but that would apply to all other things. I think this is just the thing with lists in Markdown. I'm not sure. Whatever. I'm just gonna tell AI to extend it. And I don't have to think too much about that or read up on Markdown documentation and all that. I don't actually care that much about that, to be honest. Like one thing that actually would be interesting to me to actually implement was that I let AI do was the server. I have a server here. Let me show you here. So this server is responsible for like updating, like deploying to production here. So I press this button and it will show the logs that's happening in real time. Now the issue that I had was that the logs that were produced used all kinds of special codes and stuff, so that if you would just take the strings that was produced and put them here, it will just be a bunch of garbage almost. Like it would be legible text, but then there would be like a whole bunch of codes and stuff being produced. And what those does is like different kinds of terminal codes that can basically, you set the color of the text, you can move the cursor, you basically move the cursor to replace some text somewhere, or backspace, stuff like that. So that would actually be an interesting project to me to implement, because it's kind of interesting to me, like the knowing how the terminal works and how you can actually use, because right now I know enough to actually build my own sort of terminal library if I wanted to do that. But this is actually now basically a terminal emulator almost, for at least for showing the output of the terminal. So there's still some codes that's not supported, I think, because sometimes I see some weird characters in here, but most of this is working with here you can see, for example, this character is probably some sort of code that we still don't have support for, but it's like it's probably something like, I don't really know what this code would be, but I basically have support for like colors, moving the cursor, bold, italic, inverse, whatever. And so that was kind of cool. That would actually be a project that I would enjoy making, programming myself. But yeah, AI did basically everything here. But it was not an easy project, I would say that. This was not easy. The AI did not get this right the first time, I would say that. So a little bit of struggle there. Let's see how it is doing. So it's still working here. Like 30 minutes. This is the longest task I've ever seen it do, actually. Well, I'm gonna write this down just to not lose this here. So I'm basically using this as a memory. Okay, let's fix this. No, because this is on the server, or this is on the actual thing. Well, okay. Let's what did I even think about here? Okay, now I just forgot it here. I had it. Yeah, okay, yeah, markdown formatting. So extended markdown. Okay, let's do markdown support for checkbox lists. And what else? Lists, just unordered lists. Well, it is supported, I guess. I guess markdown, I guess blog styling for unordered lists. Yes, and then also markdown support for ordered lists, because I don't think we have that. Okay, I'm just writing it down so I remember the things. All right. Okay. Yes, comment replies. Okay, yeah, I haven't tested this either. Also, this doesn't work because it's an email here. We don't actually send out emails. This is like, we shouldn't have email here. No. Support email. No, we don't have email. Because you're logging in with Twitch, so it's already yeah, this is also kind of funny because this frequently asked questions, like we have frequent asked questions, you know, but this is totally like AI generated. I was thinking like, yeah, this should be like one of the best use cases for AI to just generate some frequently asked questions. Okay, email. Let's just remove everything. We will follow up. No. Check in later. I don't know. We should have like a help, like a support ticket page. Okay. Not making any promises here. Okay, because this is not going to be available to people that are not logged in, so it's gonna be like support tickets for people that are actually logged in. Okay, do we have any other email things? No, just this here. This isn't even used now, so I'm just gonna remove this because we're not gonna do anything with emails. What the hell is this? Oh, this is the seed of the, okay, yeah. So the thing is, now we remove this. And we need like a migration as well. Okay. What the hell? From no, not there. We got test. Maybe it's this might also be a better. Maybe if the AI did this. It just takes so long for it to create this. Okay, wow, it's actually done. Okay, I'm probably gonna scrap these changes and tell AI to do it because it's probably easier to actually let AI do this. Let's see. Okay, look at this. We've got 3,681 added, 3,626 deleted. So we added like 55 lines of code here. Great. This one, which is the huge file, removes 3,626 and we added 15. Okay, so it's like, yeah, the end result is that a lot of things got removed, which is really nice actually. And I'm not gonna go through everything here, but I'm just gonna go through. Okay, so it's, yeah, a lot of code got ripped out here. Yeah, okay, so we're already in the rendering part. Interesting. Wait, oh, I see. So it's like 1,000 lines down here. Okay, so okay. Well, great. And then we added these widgets things here. Okay, and a milestone helper. Okay, whatever. Fine. So we'll merge this in. I think I already merged that one. Yeah. All right, merge. All right, now we've merged that. Now I need to update my, and this is going to be interesting now, because now let's look at if the AI solved the issue. I'm just gonna check the diff here. Okay, this one we actually do want to have. No. Yeah, this one. And then what was the? Was it D? Okay. So now the rest is for its rest. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do that. Rogue slide header thingy. And we're fetching. We are merging. We are pushing. All right. Now it's going to be interesting to see if the AI managed to fix the styling issue of the widget buttons. So we'll go back here and we'll go here and here, and here you go. Now this is fixed. So that was an example of like AI introducing a bug, but then when you told it to sort of refactor something that was adjacent to the broken code, it actually fixed the code. So that's really nice. Okay, I just remembered something. I'm gonna add a task here. So add carousel slide animation. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so What was it that I was thinking about? This is why I write things down, because it immediately is disappears. Okay. Comment replies, markdown, support stuff, slide animation. Yes. Well, let's do. Oh yeah. Also, remove email from support tickets. Yes. So I think I can do this one separately, or in parallel, with comment replies. So I'm gonna do this and this. So now those two are, yes. I forgot to add, like, yeah, it's not that, serious anyway. But let's go to the codex, and we will. It still says open there, but it's actually merged. So it just, there we go. Sometimes it gets stuck there. So add a button to reply to a comment, and this will, it knows the context or the comments. I think we even have like the backbone structure for adding replies, but it's going to be interesting to see if it has to fill in some sort of styling or something there. So that is one task. What was the other one? It was remove email from support tickets. So I will basically just. It would also be cool if I can, if we could sort of link this to this task to Codex somehow, like the API or something, that you can just, okay, well, put this in progress. That means that it would actually send this as a task in Codex and track it. I mean, I know that you could probably do it in. You could probably like use the CLI to do it. I haven't actually used the Codex CLI, but that would be cool. And it would be cool if it could also like synchronize the state. So when it's done, the task in here will be not in progress anymore. It will be like ready for review or something like that. But I don't have that as a status, but it's easily added. Yeah. All right. Also, I'm really annoyed by this kind of weird styling issue here. So let's try this. Let's take a screenshot here. Okay, let's see if it actually can handle this, and I will tell it to fix the styling on the project details page for the project tasks widget. Yeah, and I think this could be also parallel. I wonder how many parallel tasks you can have. Like right now we have 3. Probably we could add markdown stuff, and this actually everything here could probably be yes. So let's just add this, and that's now in progress. And then let's add that. That is in progress. Markdown support for ordered lists. Let's go. How many can you have? I don't know. All right. Okay. And carousel slide animation. I will also add that. Let's see if we can figure out what to do here. This is really cool. Actually, I just built up a bunch of tasks. Wait. Oh, yeah, that's in progress. There we go. Maybe we should think about that actually. I could ask Codex, like, could you integrate these tasks to be linked to a Codex task, and then synchronize the status as well? I wonder how far it will get on that task. And it's going to be also probably specific to this particular project as well, like the homepage project here. That could also be parallelized, so you would probably need like a project-based some sort of link for the project, or maybe we can. Yeah, maybe there's a flag for the project itself that says that, yeah, this project should be the homepage project or something. And when it's a homepage project, you create a task, or maybe the task itself maybe has a flag that it's like it's supposed to be linked to. Maybe instead of add task here, we would have another button called like add Codex task, and it would create a Codex, a task that is like specifically a Codex task, and it would link up. And you could also have like, should it run right away or something, and then like real-time update. I don't know if that could be, if that's possible, but you could also plan it. I could create like this, so /plan, and you could say like investigate possibility of connecting Codex to a project. Yeah, so the idea is that you can create Codex. Well, it wouldn't be like, well, let's just say something and see what it does. So Codex tasks, or project Codex tasks. A project, one or more of these, that will be linked in real time with a task in the codex in codex. So in the project details page, in the project tasks widget, there should be a new button called add codex task, which will open a single input that is going to be the task description to codex. There should also be a checkbox. Let's not have a checkbox here. There should be a cancel button and a create task button. When a codex task is put into the in progress, actually maybe there should be like a special button. Codex tasks that are in the to-do lane or status will have a button on them that will run the codex task, or that will, let's say, that will create. Okay, maybe this is too confusing because I'm calling them codex tasks. Maybe they should be like AI tasks. Because I don't want to confuse because these are also called tasks, I think. Yeah. So you don't want to confuse these with the other ones. I'll probably call it like project AI task. That will be linked in real time with the task in codex. In the what do I call it? Add AI task, which will open a single input. Where should we go? Yes, codex tasks are, or AI tasks that are in the to-do status will have a button on them that will create the corresponding task in codex and will sync them up in real time. Yeah, let's just see what this will do. Okay, it's gonna be really interesting if it could actually manage to do anything here. Maybe it will just make something up. Yeah, you can integrate. Sure, you can integrate with codex. Just you know, a couple of environment variables and some links, some URLs, and you're all set. All right, now these ones are still running here. This one should be pretty. This one should be pretty huge. Okay, well, yeah, I'm thinking of actually ending it here. But yeah, I'm just gonna end it here, and we'll continue next time. I will show the culmination of this. This is like a really cool thing. If this could be done, then it's gonna, well, it's not gonna speed up that much, but it will be cool to sort of using the website that we've built with AI and then linking it up and continue to sort of improve the usability, kind of like, because the tasks in here are not really linked to anything. They are basically just a list of executed tasks that we've done, but if we can have it like in a project board, like a project task board, then that could be, you know, we can search for them, they could be linked up, you can have them linked to milestones, and maybe you could have these linked, maybe you could have them linked to Git issues, maybe, I don't know. I mean, these you're creating a PR here, but I'm not sure that, like, it doesn't go more. Yeah, I don't really know actually. Not sure if you can do much more with these. But if I can link them to like tasks in my project structure, then it will be a little bit more kind of structured. So that would be cool if it's actually, you know, able to do this here. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be it for this time. So yeah, really coming along with this website here. I just need to fix some minor things, and I also need to sort of make the content on the site as well before I kind of make it public here. But yeah, it's gonna be available soon. So but yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. See ya.